We all see MotoGP stars and supermoto riders backing a bike into a corner. But why do you need to back a bike into a corner? What's going on? What are the advantages of actually doing that? Well, you're restricted in actual conventional braking in terms of braking in a straight line and then turning into a corner whilst trail braking, which we discussed in our previous video. And the limit you'll reach generally is that you'll brake hard here, and then as you trail brake into the green zone, into the corner, you'll tuck the front or experience chatter where the front's vibrating. So that's kind of your limit there. And the reason that that's limited in that area is basically the rear tends to have an effect on the front and actually pushes the front. So you'll just reach a limit where the front will fold because the rear is kind of pushing the bike forward and pushing it away from you. When you actually back a bike into a corner, and I'll demonstrate on this little 85, if I'm going into a left-hand corner and I'm turning in and I'm trail braking in, then obviously that's my limit there, the front will slide because generally the rear is pushing it. If I back a bike in, the bike adopts this sort of attitude where the rear has broken away, and then the rear is no longer pushing the front is almost working on its own like a unicycle, and also the very fact that the rear pops out kind of makes the bike sit up a little bit more. You won't notice it, but it just gives you a little bit more contact patch with the front tyre onto the actual asphalt. And what you'll find is when you back in that final segment into the corner, so in the green zone, instead of trail braking in where you let the brake off slowly, you can actually squeeze the brake up. So you can actually increase your braking in this area here, especially when you're backing the bike into a corner, because you've got the bike more planted. And obviously, the other reason is you're already turning into that corner. The bike's in a position where it's helping actually turn in. So it's all very good for a hairpin, for a 90-degree corner that you see up here. You want to back it into these sorts of corners, but you have to be very careful that you're not scrubbing all your mid-corner speed off. You do want to make sure you still have the correct amount of momentum to carry your corner speed through the corner. So that's why you see on the bigger, more open corners like this, you don't really want to bike back in at all. You want to just ride it in, wheels in line, so you get back on the gas nice and smoothly and drive through. The backing it in really only comes into play when you're trying to really stop a bike and turn it. And that's why you back a bike into a corner. In my next video, I'll show you how to.